Welcome to the Nintendo Rewind. My name is Cody Christian, and I'm joined by Josh Taylor, none other than Josh Taylor, hosting the premier podcast covering all of Nintendo news, announcements, and reviews. We're rewinding and recapping last week for Nintendo, but before we dive in, Joshua, how are you doing, my friend?
Not too bad. Haven't had to work too much, so that's always a good thing. Christmas went great. What was it, like a 3-day weekend? What day is this? 4-day weekend.
It was
it's gone pretty darn good.
It was an insane weekend, dude. Like, did you do anything like with family or anything? I have to assume you've got a very large, very close family.
We do, coming from both sides, from mine and hers. So yeah, we never stop. We never have. Especially the past since we've been married. So it's been quite a few years since it's been anywhere near slow.
I understand that, dude.
But it's not a bad thing.
No. Did you get anything good for Christmas?
Yeah, I feel odd because I'm like, in my 30s now, and I still get like, pretty decent stuff. So, I got like WarioWare and Tunic for some of the game stuff. I got the big Piranha Plant Lego.
Oh my gosh, that was on my Christmas list. I wanted that too.
Me and Lily had worked some on the like Mario Legos before. We don't have them all, but we had done a few of them, and I really, Donkey Kong Country is like one of my favorite things of all time. So I had to get that. So we got the little Donkey Kong, and we built him a little while ago, and there he is.
His tie wobbles.
Sideways.
Is this tie solid or is it like cloth?
No, it's like cloth.
That's awesome. That's so good. It's so cool.
So we got a little start on that. A couple other little things. I wish I had that book I had. I don't know if you saw it. If you've ever seen, like, I think it's in the most recent Ant-Man, where it's like a book written by Scott Lang.
Oh my gosh, I have. I know the exact one you're talking about. What is it they call it?
Danielle found like the actual book. Watch out for the little man or something.
Yes, look out for the little guy. Look out for the little guy.
Yeah, I didn't know it was an actual book. It's like it's in universe,
That's
like there was
hilarious.
a quote from Bruce Banner on the back cover and stuff. I was like, this is silly. This is my kind of thing. I like it.
It's so good. I mean, I'm right
couple
there.
of the things. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, I got like some eShop credit, and instead of using it on something cool like Metal Gear or whatever, I got the second Nickelodeon fighting game. I don't regret it at all.
Is it good?
I like it. I think it's legitimately pretty good. Especially like the little campaign they added. I played the first one. I'm a long time like old Nick fan, so I had to play it when it went on sale a while back, and it was okay. But I feel like this one's a little bit better. One, because they added the Angry Beavers, so that's already a plus. But no, the game itself seems to be a little bit better. It's probably going to get majorly overlooked and everything, just thrown aside like it was nothing. But that's actually a pretty decent game.
They did like, I think when the original one launched, they had like the Evo community kind of rallied behind it a little bit in replacement for like some Smash Bros stuff that was going on. And I thought that was cool, but it was more like a showcase. It wasn't anything anyone was willing to take seriously. And I think, from what I heard, they fixed like everything that was wrong with the first game before, which is
really
cool. Like, I wanted to try it.
I don't know anything about.
Do what?
All right, I was gonna say I don't know anything about the competitive scene with any of this stuff. I put hundreds of hours into all the Smash Brothers games, and I just don't know anything about the competitive scene. So I don't know if this has any legs to stand on in that arena or not. But other than that, I mean, it seems like a perfectly fun game to me so far.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I really want to try it. Like, I'm also a pretty big Nickelodeon fan. It's hard for me to say like whether or not I'm a Nickelodeon kid or a like Cartoon Network kid, because there was like a good mix of everything.
Yeah.
But
both had good stuff. Yeah.
I liked Ed, Edd and Eddy, and that's Cartoon Network. I would probably say I'm more of a Nickelodeon kid than anything, because like. Oh, okay, let's put it this way. Top three Nickelodeon Nicktoons. What are your favorites?
Oh, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, and this is where it gets kind of difficult, because I would say if it was like the first 5 years or so, I'll give it that. Of like SpongeBob, I'd probably put that in there.
I still like SpongeBob, even like season 21 or whatever they're on now. Like it's still
not as terrible as like everybody likes to say, but no, Rugrats and Hey Arnold are an easy top two. 3 gets a little fuzzy. That one's up there. Always like Angry Beavers, Rocco. It's kind of hard for me to choose.
Oh man, so like if I had to pick my favorite 3, it would probably be Cat Dog number 1. Cat Dog number 1 all day every day. Angry Beavers #2.
Okay, got another Beaver fan.
Yeah,
Cool.
really love Norbert and Daggett. Like, I really love them.
Norbert or Daggett?
Daggett all the way. I'm sorry, I am more of a Daggett dude.
I pick Norbert.
Okay, cool. Like, listen, it balances out. More Daggett for me, less Norbert for me. But then I would say, it's like all the Klasky Supo stuff that they did back in the day. Like Rugrats, Wild Thornberries, All Real Monsters. Those all kind of like blur in some ways. And I loved like all of those. And it's hard for me to pick one out of Klasky Supo stuff. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Wild Thornberries. I would say it's either that or Rugrats. And like, I will say, like, Rugrats, the movie where Dill Pickles is born, I almost cried for some reason. Like, it just struck a chord with me. I think it was because my sister was born like not too long before that movie came out.
Yeah,
and
it was mine actually. It was kind of close. Yeah,
it just made me feel like a certain type of way. So I don't know. Like, I heavily recommend it. Did you know, by the way, like that? So they have that song whenever all the babies are in the Reptar wagon and they're like flying down the hill. It has curse words in it. I'm like, what the heck?
They have to use like the Walmart version in the movie, don't they?
No, they used like the full-on uncensored version. Like,
I'll have to look that up.
It's hilarious. I was like, what? You gotta be kidding me.
I remember having that CD as a kid too, actually, and I'm pretty sure that song was on there. I think it was. I don't know.
It had to be. I mean, it's like the most iconic scene in that entire film in some ways. Like, I would say, like, it's a Reptar, hear me roar. And it's just like they're escaping.
Where the word is. I'm gonna have to look that up later.
Yep. Oh man, but I definitely recommend it. I don't know. Like, I'm a big Nicktoons fan with you, I think. And like I said, Cat Dog's my #1. He was in the first game, weren't they? Like, they were in the first game, I think.
They were, and they took them out. They made some cuts.
They're gone from the roster?
I don't know why, to be honest. Like, they put what is it? I don't know the one character. It's a tiger. It was from like I'm not a real fan. No, it had like one season.
El Tigre.
That one.
I got you. Man, that kind of sucks. Like, I had no clue that Cat Dog was cut.
They took out Cat Dog.
I'm not buying it. Boycott Nicktoons, the All-Star Battle.
They took out Powder Toast Man too. He runs a shop.
But the campaign is actually pretty good. They added somebody though, didn't they? From Ren and Stimpy. They
added people.
So I don't know. Like,
from Ren and Stimpy.
You know, it is what it is. I'll deal, I suppose. I was like this tempted to get it, but hearing Cat Dog, it is not there like that.
Unless they add them back as DLC, because there is DLC coming.
That's bullcrap. Like, if their original roster,
hopefully they'll be back.
If their original roster, they should have stayed. The original roster should have stayed all day, every day. But anyway, I'm not going to complain too much. I see, by the way,
Edward's there now, so that's a plus too.
That is true. That is true. By the way, I see in the chat your wife says Doug. You know, Doug went Disney, and so I don't think he's not in there, right? Like, none of the Doug characters are in it.
It's not at all, unfortunately. Oh, well, Fairly Odd Parents is really good. That's not in there either. But I think that is weird licensing crap or something. I don't quite understand what's going on there.
That would make sense. But anyway, no, we've got I probably should tell the people what I had going on last week. I did quite a bit of stuff. We spent 6 hours in the car on Christmas Eve, driving to and back from my parents' house. So I went and saw my parents, took the kiddos and my wife down there, saw my sister, did gift exchange with my parents. The day before that was Christmas with my wife's family, and then Christmas Day, Monday, yesterday, which yesterday felt like the longest day in the entire universe, and it very much was. I'll get to that here. Why, you know why, but I'll get to that here in a minute. But yesterday was Christmas here, but the wife and I were up till like 2 or 3 in the morning trying to get presents and Christmas stuff ready, and then we went to bed, caught the latest episode of What If, ended up watching that and for season 2. And then
forgot season 2 happened. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, it's very good. It's very good. But then watched Abroad in Japan, and that was actually good. The latest episode of What If was not worth staying up for that night. I should have just saved it for Christmas Day.
Wasn't real big on the first season, honestly. I was disappointed. Looking at the questions I was thinking, I was not asking. I don't know. I don't even know where to start on that. I was a little bit disappointed in it. Some of it was pretty good, like an episode or two. I was like, oh, all right, that was cool. some of it was like, why are we asking this question? There's so many other things we could have.
There was a lot of build up for the multiverse stuff that MCU was doing in that, and I think that's the big reason they utilize that. I mean, like, you see Doctor Strange, the character Doctor Strange from What If in Multiverse of Madness, with the alternate version of Doctor Strange, and like, there's a lot of
that
like,
one was a pretty cool one. It was a sad episode, but it was.
But there's a lot of good canonical like repercussions for that. So that being said, I should have went to sleep, but then we had to get up super early because the kids got up really early because Santa came. So, you know, it was time to get up. And then last night we went to bed, and the wife and I watched a couple of things, but we were having a hard time getting to sleep. I ended up playing Persona 5 because you made me feel like that. You made me feel like I needed to play it, so I ended up buying it on the Switch. This is my third time purchasing it, so I'm replaying it again. But I ended up playing quite a bit of that. But my oldest kiddo, woke up and had to puke, and he was just a stream of projectile guts all across the bedroom and into the bathroom. And the wife woke me up and was like, "Hey, we need to deal with this." And I was like, "I'm half asleep. I've only been asleep for like 45 minutes." Got up. Mm-hmm. We dealt with that, and then I had to stay up with him for a little bit, make sure that he wasn't going to throw up again. We let him get in our bed and sleep. And then by the time I got him into our bed, like 15 minutes later or something like that, like, my youngest was up standing in the hallway, urinating in the hallway because he was half asleep and not realizing he wasn't in the bathroom. So there's that. So I didn't sleep much last night, but I did get to sleep until 1. I did get to sleep until about 1 p.m., but it still wasn't enough because it was just such a gap in sleep. So I don't know. It was crazy weekend, crazy night. Last week was really good. I'm glad to hear that last week was good for you too, dude. Like, that's freaking amazing. That being said, I do want to welcome a couple new followers over to the actual Nintendo Rewind channel. I'm gonna give a shout out to that channel so you guys can go give it a follow. We are at 34 followers over there. My goal is to try to make it to 50 so we can transition the podcast actually over to the real podcast channel over there by New Year's. So if we can do that, we've got like a week to do that. That's 2 followers a day. Go over there, follow that channel. We do have a giveaway that we are doing, and I am going to play that now. It's coming at your face in 3, 2, 1.
Nintendo Rewind would like to invite you to be among the first of our crew. To do so, you just need to follow us over at twitch.tv/Nintendo Rewind. The first 50 followers on that channel will be entered in for a chance to win their very own Bear and Bird duo, the Banjo-Kazooie amiibo. You must have whispers turned on Twitch in order for us to contact you if you are the winner. Certain terms and conditions may apply. Open to U.S. residents only. Limited to 1 entry per follow. Entries close once we are at 50 followers.
So anyway, that's that. That is the giveaway. We are giving away a Banjo and Kazooie Super Smash Bros. Series amiibo for free to whomever will win it. It's limited to those first 50 followers. Whoever ends up winning it, you don't have to do anything but go over there and follow. It's free. You'll get the amiibo for free if you end up winning it. Josh and I will sign it if it's something that you guys want us to do. We'll sign it, and then we'll get it mailed to you. Make sure you have your whispers turned on Twitch to be able to get that. We will do the drawing for that once we hit the 50. So thank you guys so much for those of you who have went over to Nintendo Rewind and given that a follow. Please continue to do that. Once we hit 50, there's going to be some special streams going on over there. I think we've got some ideas for some guests to bring on, some very special guests, if we can work that out. Doing some gaming with the community nights, creating some emotes with you guys. So it'll be a good time. Please go over there and give that a follow. But without any further ado, let's dive into the very slow Nintendo news week that we had this week. Josh, do you want to take it away, my friend?
Yeah, so like you said, there's not a whole lot going on in that realm, which is kind of normal for like the Christmas week and New Year's and all that sort of thing. But let's go ahead and blast it here real quick. You got the My Nintendo digital and physical rewards news. Really, all we got here is, nothing new this week. When it comes to the PC rewards or smart device, no sweepstakes, no physical rewards. We haven't had any of those in a few weeks now. Hopefully we get something cool there soon. Now, with the digital rewards, they do have a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet icons, the Wave 3 versions of those, which is available until the 26th, which is today. So if you want those...
I think those are 28th, the Pokemon ones.
Oh, no, my mistake. That is the 28th. So no, you actually have like 2 days for that one. So yeah, those are up there. Also, the Super Mario Brothers Wonder icons. That's the one I was talking about. Those are available until today. So if you want those, you might want to pull your Switch up to the side like right now and go check that out and grab some of those. WarioWare Move It icons are also available until January the 1st. And they are, we saw they were rotating daily. I kind of didn't realize that until just a little bit ago, so I need to catch up on those because I kind of like grabbing those. Now, a lot of these are returning icons and will rotate daily. And Metroid Prime, Fire Emblem Engage, Detective Pikachu returns, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Saying those back to back is a little bit confusing.
For
Deluxe. I missed the word. Anyway, the Pikmin series and Super Mario RPG, all those are supposed to be coming back. Basically, all the big stuff that came out this year, except for Zelda. I noticed that one's not in there.
Yeah, I think those are like available for a week after they come out too. So, So like Josh mentioned, those are daily. So today's was WarioWare, but tomorrow's will be Metroid Prime Remastered. It'll be available for a week. Fire Emblem Engage is the next day, and so on. So exciting! I missed out on the Mario Wonder ones, so like I've got to pick those up as soon as we end up wrapping stream today. Like I've got to pick those up because I missed out on a bunch of them, and there's a lot that are really really cool on there that I wanted to have.
Yeah, I still really like these. I wish there was, I don't know exactly what, but I wish there was a little bit more you could do with them. I don't know if you could just show off, like, your favorite 8 icons you made or something. I'm not sure. But I do like trying to grab as much of these as I can, even if I never use, like, most of them. And, of course, with that, there are no game trials. Those are kind of hit and miss anyway. So nothing else really along those lines. Events, were you wanting to...
Yeah, you can do events.
About that a little bit?
Absolutely. Do the event, or I can share either one. Just to let you guys know, Splatfest, Frosty Fest. This was talked about like a couple of weeks ago, but we do have the new Splatfest that did get announced this past week. It's going to start on January 12th and go through January 14th. The theme this go around is who do you spend the holidays with? Friends, family, solo. And I mean, it depends on how you want to answer that. Some of you guys may want to answer it how you would like to spend it, and some of you guys may answer how you really do spend it, which that'll be me. I mean, we're big on spending the holidays with family as much as we possibly can. Yeah. So, and I think overall that's the team that I'm going to be going with. It's that mustard colored ink that they're going to be throwing in there. I'm excited for it. I think it'd be really really cool to see the yellow and the blue. That cream color though, I always hate that cream colored ink. It looks awful on screen. But I'm not gonna worry too much about it. And then also,
which that after Christmas and New Year's, like 2 weeks after. I thought that was a little weird, a little late, but whatever.
It is, and that's the thing is like in Japan, like most of what they do in Japan is like as soon as that's all over with, as soon as the holidays are over with, the 26th, everything comes down. So it's kind of weird that like this very like Japanese friendly game is like doing what they're doing. So I'm interested. January 12th though. So that's the day that we're going to see that. And then there was an event that happened in Super Mario Run. I have not participated in it just yet. But Josh, do you want to tell anybody about what this event is?
Yeah, a little bit about it, because I tried it when it came out I think it was late last week. You can jump into Super Mario Run, and it is essentially the same game, but when you go into the rush mode, where you can play different players like times through and getting higher scores and all that sort of thing. Instead of a star dropping when you get your meter filled up, it is a Wonder Flower. And basically all that really does is change a lot of the coins and things into golden Goombas. Which I don't know how that has much to do with Mario Wonder, but why not? But if you collect enough of those, you do get different rewards. I believe the last one, if you collect, I can't remember the number exactly, but basically the big reward at the end is a big golden Goomba statue for your little like lobby area, where you can put out in your courtyard. So, which is kind of neat, a little something extra to do. It's kind of odd that, again, like a golden Goomba seems to be the big thing for the Wonder event, but that's fine, whatever.
I don't get it.
It's nice. Yeah, I don't quite get that. I guess it's cool that they're updating something that's been around that many years. Yeah, it's there if you want to do it.
Yep, it ends on March 14th, so you guys have lots of time to be able to participate in that event. I'm kind of with you.
That's more than enough time.
I don't understand why just Goombas, golden Goombas. Even if that was like one wonder, the whole point of the Wonder Flower was that it's like crazy stuff happening in every single level, and everything's different every single time, and that is your wonder for Super Mario. So I don't know. Such a weird thing, but go check that out. Now. Whoops, wrong thing. Didn't mean the giveaway to pop up. Anyway, enjoy the giveaway clip there. That being said, that kind of wraps up the events for this. And that kind of wraps up some of your MyNintendo news. We're going to be jumping into a very special topic that we have planned today because news was so slow, and this week sucked for Nintendo as far as getting any kind of announcements or anything in particular. We are going to be doing something special. This is the Smash-powered Superfight. Essentially, this is going to be a debate between Josh and I over who we think are going to win in a fight in this fictional universe that you would normally see in Smash Bros. But there's some extra special funny conditions. There may be some guest characters that are included in there, some DLC characters that we never got available to be debated upon. And I want you guys in chat. You guys are more than welcome to join in on the conversation. Let us know who you guys think would win in these fights. But without any further ado, let's dive in to Smash Superfight. All right, guys. So we do have Smash Superfight, and we've got a special little overlay here for you guys to be able to see. Below each of our cameras is our character, our special abilities. We get 2 categories of special abilities, and we get a special location for what you guys will be able to see. I'm gonna turn on those cards now. This is all gonna be randomly generated. If you guys are familiar with Superfight, it's essentially that, but I've made a custom game mode where we can do Superfight with Smash characters. So on the left, you can see my character and my abilities. On the right, you can see Josh's character and his character's abilities. And then in the center, you can see a location. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be generating this at random. We're gonna take our side, and we are going to debate whether or not we think the person would win. So, are you ready, Josh? Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
I think all of my characters are going to destroy you, even though it's randomly generated and we have the same amount of cards. So, that being said, I'm going to flip my cards first. And I get Dr. Mario. And they're riding a Segway. And they can become any animal.
All right. Okay. All right, so I got mine here. Captain Falcon is wearing a suit of armor, which sounds fantastic so far. I'm in good shape. But then I'm not in good shape because the last one is, and they're morbidly obese.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I think Dr. Mario is going to have to do some doctoring for Captain Falcon. That poor man, he's going to have to hit the treadmill, and I think that's Dr. Mario's official opinion. But let's go ahead and get our location here for this fight. Where is it going to happen? On Mount Hylia. So on Mount Hylia.
How did Captain Falcon get there?
That's what I'm wondering, dude. In any way, shape, form.
There's no way he would have walked.
You know, he took the what is his car's name again? I cannot remember.
Blue Falcon.
The Blue Falcon. I didn't want to call it Blue Falcon because his name is Captain Falcon. Like, I didn't think he would name his car after himself. That'd be like me calling my car the Gray Cody. Like, I disagree with that. I'm not gonna do that. But all right, so. You know, honestly, here's where this happens. I think Captain Falcon could have benefited from my segue to be able to get up that mountain, but because Dr. Mario is absolutely about to wipe the floor with Captain Falcon, in my opinion. I mean, what do you have going for you?
Well, it doesn't say he's not strong, so you know he could still do the a Falcon punch, just a really fat Falcon punch. And he's still got a suit of armor. I mean, he might be a little slower, but he's fat. He's got extra armor. He's got armor on top of armor.
Oh my gosh. You know, that's fair.
And he's still stupidly strong.
So, but here's Dr. Mario can become any animal. Any animal. So, my biggest worry, so Captain Falcon is super, super fast just in general. Like he is extremely fast in general. So my Segway, Dr. Mario, I don't think that's going to help me. Segways only move like a little faster than walking speed. And I'm trying to get a poll in chat here for you guys in the live chat here to do some voting. But I think as far as that goes, Dr. Mario's got to be able to win, right? Like yes, Captain Falcon is strong and he can create explosions, but Dr. Mario has medication. And I mean, he could write a fake prescription and then get that filled and then put Captain Falcon to sleep with sleeping pills.
So he's going to drug him.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. 1000% going to drug the man. And it might take a little bit.
Chess, not checkers.
We might need like super hardcore like horse tranquilizers to be able to make that happen because he's morbidly obese, but you know.
Say it's going to take a little bit. I don't know.
Yep. There is a poll in chat, by the way.
It's a pretty good place to start, you know.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Dr. Mario, he's slow. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of believing the man who can create explosions with his kneecaps.
Yeah, he's fat and has armor. Nothing's really gonna hurt him. It's gonna take a little while at least, and he can create fire. Apparently, I still think he's got it. He's probably still fast too.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it didn't say anything about him. Oh my God. It didn't say anything about him losing his abilities. It just said he's morbidly obese. But I have to imagine he has less stamina. He has to have less stamina.
Probably.
So he can only go for so long. Right? If Dr. Mario can get away and he can spend enough time away from Captain Falcon on his Segway, but I just don't think he can. Captain Falcon's still fast. I think that being said, I think there's no way that Captain Falcon doesn't win this fight, even on Mount Hylia. Maybe he's tired from climbing there.
Only thing I'll give Dr. Mario is the animal thing. That makes this a little more sketchy.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that animal thing. I'm just stuck on the Segway. He could be a cheetah. I could get away from Captain Falcon as a cheetah until Captain Falcon gets exhausted.
How good is this armor? This is a good fight.
Oh my gosh. I have to imagine it's medieval. It's medieval style armor. And it's clear to me Dr. Mario is still strong. The man can jump up like 20 feet up in the air.
I think I'm still sticking with Falcon. Not just because I drew him. I think he has a good chance.
I kind of agree with you. And I think chat did as well. It does look like the poll ended and they did select Captain Falcon. So we've got 1 point for Josh on here. So if you guys are keeping track in the live chat, please let us know what that score is. Mrs. Nerdwire, I think you'll be able to keep track for us, right? All right, so we're going to go into round 2 here. My character is, oh my God, I got Pichu. But I have Rush from Mega Man. So it's a dog. It's a dog, a robot dog. He can turn into armor. He can give me super high jumps. I think overall it's a good power up. And I'm 6 inches tall, but I don't believe that's. I think Pichu is basically 6 inches tall in general in real life.
I was going to say that's not all that. Yeah.
So that's not even like a negative. That's not even a negative. Let's see who Josh gets. Let's see who Josh gets.
Oh, I got a cool one. I got Gino. I didn't read the rest yet. So he can become any animal. So already this is awesome so far. And can see 1 second to the future. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Pichu's dead.
This is ridiculous. Okay, hang on 1 second. So I do need to think about this. I need to think about this because essentially we've got, and I'm putting a poll in the live chat for you guys to vote on who would win, Pichu or Gino. So here's the thing. Pichu has the power of lightning, right? So I do have the power of lightning. I've also got the ability to do like that super quick, like the up B, like spark teleport move, so I can get out of the way of most of those things. I have Rush from Mega Man that gives me crazy armor, gives me super jumps. That is pretty much it. I think there is a good chance. There is a good chance that I can make it out alive. In the live chat, Emperor Gumbessa, isn't Gino made out of wood? Gino is indeed made out of wood.
Yeah, if you're going by the puppet thing. Yep.
So if I were to strike, and I were to strike with lightning hard enough, what is Gino's weakness? Hang on. Is Gino weak? Gino weak to what is he? What is he? He
doesn't have the best defense. He doesn't have the best physical defense in the game.
Okay, I've got the internet on my side. So Gino has extremely low magic defense and low physical defense. Does not have any healing spells. Doesn't have any fire spells. Has ice resistance though. Has strong holy spell and a useful group thunder spell. So he can control lightning as well. So maybe lightning isn't going to be good enough. But if I can set him on fire, we've got 2 votes going for Gino here. That could be a problem. I could burn him alive. And becoming any animal, I don't know if that necessarily benefits Gino all that much. I mean, you've got horses, you've got cheetahs, you've got everything, but like I don't know if that necessarily benefits him against Pichu because Pichu is an animal.
He just electrocute them all, so that's fair.
Yep.
But I mean, Pichu's speed isn't going to do much because he can see a second into the future. Gino can here.
That is true.
So.
Oh my gosh.
And he can blast. There's even a move that Gino can do if you land it right. It can be like 999 damage or whatever.
That's the ultimate move. Is that Gino Whirl, I think, right? Like,
it's the Whirl. You have to time it just right.
Oh man, that is true.
He has some pretty strong moves.
I think Pichu's screwed in this fight too. Already. Oh wait, hang on.
Take care of Rush.
We didn't do location yet. This is still on Mount Hylia from the last round. So let me go ahead and click location here. Wily's Castle and Mega Man. Oh, I've got Rush and we've got Wily's Castle from Mega Man. Okay, so we've got other robot masters that are there, right? In Wily's Castle.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything, right?
That is true. But what if Pichu teams up with Wily? What if Pichu teams up with Wily and gives Wily Rush?
Why would he choose the side that Rush is on?
That's true. That's fair. I think I'm screwed either way. Chat also agrees. We've got Gino for the win in chat. So Pichu is super doomed.
Gino's cooler anyway.
Gino is way cooler. That is an absolute unfair fight. My God. Okay. All right. So I've got no hope here. And I think you win. I mean, here's the thing. Gino is completely OP. If he can see 1 second into the future against Pichu. Now, 1 second into the future is not a lot, but I mean, if you think about 1 second, that's a whole 1 Mississippi. Like, I can't survive that. So, all right. So we're going to go into round 3. That is Cody, 0 points. Josh, 2. We're going into round 3 here. God. I get Bandana. All right. I finally got somebody powerful. I got Bayo, baby. And Bayo can mimic the moves of their opponent, but she is afraid of water. She's afraid of water. And then Josh, who did you end up getting?
It's a witch versus witch battle. That's pretty cool.
Cat fight. Witch fight.
Oh
my gosh.
Who has a crossbow and she's riding a Segway.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
so if they would actually make new Banjo-Kazooie games, like they should be, I could see her riding a Segway, and possibly use a crossbow. The problem here is, as much as I really just don't like Bayonetta as a character, I'm just being honest. I'm pretty sure she would be Gruntilda.
I'm
And I don't
kind
think
of
that the rest of this matters.
I'm kind of with you. I mean, Gruntilda, she's kind of like just a campy witch, right? Let me get the poll going for chat here. Bayonetta, Gruntilda.
It's a stage matter. I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, it might. What if it's a water? What if it is underwater? Like, that's the thing. What if it is underwater? So let me go ahead and get location pulled up here on Big Blue F-Zero. So we are now riding a super fast, super powered vehicle on a racetrack as we were going.
She's not completely useless either. I mean, she might be able to pull some, tricks to get Bayonetta hit by a car. So
that's true, but at the same time, like, if she can pull off any of those tricks, Bayonetta can too. Like, I can mimic all of the moves. Like, there's nothing that you can do that Bayonetta can't do.
Mm.
We've got an Umbral Witch coming after, like, this campy witch.
Resilient is Bayo, because I've seen Gruntilda live as just a skull.
Let me see how many times or how much damage. Let's go to Google. How much damage can Bayo withstand?
She could just gnaw her to death with just a head. I don't know how long that would take, but
my God, that'd be horrifying. Let me see here. So, hard facts from the game: burning ground. So, Bayonetta can survive 700 to 1200 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature of lava. She can survive descending through the Earth's atmosphere. She did not take damage from a statue that she was killing. Interesting. Let me see here. So there's a high possibility. I mean, she is strong. She can travel faster than light. She can create portals. So she's got plot armor. That is for sure. She has plot armor. So I don't know.
I would like her to lose. I think Bayonetta would easily win this.
She's so strong, dude. And she has guns on her feet. Poll in chat saying 3 votes for Bayonetta here. I think I'm running like a really solid chance of winning this debate here this time. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure she wins that. Though I do want to see Gruntilda ride a Segway.
That would be hilarious if she could give up the witch's broom for the Segway. I think it'd be super funny.
Yes, they do that too. That's that kind of humor. They would do it.
Oh yeah, rare coming into that.
Merchandise rare. Anyway,
here's my real question though: does I can't remember if Big Blue is a water world?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yep, there's a lot of water.
So Big Blue is a water world. So I think I legit have a problem in some ways. I mean, as long as we can stay on the boat. So
Gruntilda is running a Segway on an F-Zero track, so
she's just not keeping up with everybody. It'd be hilarious.
Everybody's kind of screwed here.
I think I win this one.
To be real, Bayo's probably gonna win this.
I still think I win this one, even with Bayonetta being afraid of water. I don't think there's any way Gruntilda wins this one. So, and it looks like chat does agree with us. Bayonetta for the win. So I finally got a point on the board. Let's go. Hey Cody. So Cody 1, Josh 2. Let's go ahead and go into round number 4 here.
Banjo-Kazooie character failed me of all things.
I've got Wario, whose top half is Cloud Strife, but has input lag.
What does that mean?
So I guess he's like a Wario Minotaur. Like he's Wario on the bottom half, but Cloud Strife on the top.
Don't want to picture that.
But he has input lag. I need fan art. In the chat. But I have input lag. So for you, Josh, who did you end up getting, my friend? Oh come on now. We can't have the same person.
I don't know if I want to make the comment I'm thinking here. Rosalina, and they're morbidly obese.
Again.
And she has killer farts.
And has killer farts. She's pretty much Wario at this point.
Yeah. So there's an uncomfortable amount of Wario in this. Um, hmm. I will say this would probably still easily be Rosalina's, except Cloud might make a difference.
That's
Like
the
if
thing
Wario-
is
If you have his
Cloud.
sword,
Yeah, do I is the top half attached to the sword that he comes with?
Right. yeah, what is it? The something Buster? I can't think of the name of it. I've played that
The
game.
Buster Sword.
Buster Sword. There we go.
I'm getting the poll going, by the way. Let's go ahead and get location for you guys. Planet
This is a weird
Zebes, Metroid. Planet
Everyone-
Zebes.
Morbidly obese.
Yep. So here's the thing: they both have killer farts now. So it's not like Wario has anyone up. Like he has a killer fart. Rosalina now also
No, he
has a
doesn't
killer
even have
fart.
You don't have Wario's strength or anything else either. It's just his butt. I guess, and the rest is Cloud. I don't know how that.
Oh my
Close.
gosh. It is. It is. But I here's the
This is
thing.
a weird one.
Does he do we agree, because I think this is important. We've got to set some ground rules here. So if his top half is Cloud Strife,
Sure.
does it come with his weapon? And if it comes with his weapon, that therefore means he has access to materia.
The materia, though?
I mean, they're in the sword. They're in the sword.
I guess if we're going by like Smash Brothers logic, somewhat, you can use those. And then Rosalina's got like the star power and the Lumas and stuff like that. You got to
Yep.
consider.
She's got her own army. She has her own army. But I mean, here's the thing. Cloud Strife, even being Wario on the bottom half, is a trained warrior. He is a soldier. He is a super soldier. The dude, I think
He fought Sephiroth, which is saying something. So.
he did. He did. We've got one vote for Rosalina in the live poll right now, by the way. One vote for
That was a closer
Rosalina.
one.
I have
He
to
can't
argue
move,
here.
though. He's got Wario bottom half.
Yeah,
Like,
but
he's just not-
Wario's not exactly what I would say slow. Have you played Wario Land? That dude, there's
have.
escape
I guess
sequences.
That's kind of true. That's kind of true.
He's fast. He's fast for being such a big guy. And the thing is
Rosalina,
like,
she can still fly.
that is true. Morbidly obese doesn't matter for her.
Cars and
She
all
can
that
float.
nonsense.
Man. I mean,
She's
here's
got a comet. I mean, if you, I guess
She
we're gonna bring
does.
that in.
what is the rest of her magic? I mean, here's the thing. She's ageless. Does that mean she's immortal?
I guess.
Is Rosalina immortal?
Or is she like invincible?
I'm looking it up. Is Rosalina
I
immortal?
wouldn't think so because, well, think about like 3D World. She can take a hit.
Okay. So she can be killed, but she's been blessed with longevity or immortality. So I guess this is immortality that doesn't necessarily mean that she can't be killed. It just means she won't die of natural causes.
There's another particular game that causes her some trouble, but and it's one I love, but I really don't want to spoil it. So yeah, she's not completely invincible.
Okay. So I'm kind of, I mean, honestly, if I had to pick between the two here, like for me personally, which by the way, in the live chat, it's 1v1 in terms of votes. So it's a tie in live chat. My argument here is that I think it has to go to Wario for access to magic. And access to magic and materia, also has killer farts, but has the strength of Wario in his legs. Rosalina has no actual physical strength, I think, at this point. Like, she has to fly. She has to fly to mobilize herself. Like, and I would argue that even the Luma army would not be able to stand up to an actual trained super soldier.
You might be right on that. With this sword, looking at a little bit more, and she's probably a little slower, a bigger target. I can see that. Cloud's pretty darn tough. If he has the Buster Sword, I think it would be easy. If he doesn't, then it'd probably be Rosalina. But I'm assuming he has a sword.
Okay, so are we going with Nerdwire 2 here, Cody 2, Josh 2? Are we tied now?
Wario in some of the land games can't be hurt. So
it's true. He is immortal. He can be burned alive and he doesn't die. He can be turned into a zombie and he regenerates back into a normal human being. I mean, you're giving me every reason to believe that Wario wouldn't be defeated in this superpower battle.
Yeah, he denies the logic of everything. He's Wario.
Yeah.
And now he's half class.
I'm with you. So all right. So this is Cody 2, Josh 2. All right, we're gonna go into round 5. We're gonna go into round 5. It was a split decision in chat. I think it was a split decision here, but I think we both agree Wario wins in this fight. My next character for round 5, I got Bowser Jr.
Okay.
Who is the size of a small dog and hasn't slept in 3 days. This poor kid.
I already want to kick this thing.
This poor child. This poor child. He is in misery. He is in misery. I holy cow. Okay, so let's see who you got, Josh.
Should be okay.
Wow.
Okay. He hasn't slept in 3 days, which he's already got an attitude anyway. Now he's really going to be hateful, and his power level is over 9,000. Now I don't know exactly what that. I know what it's coming from. I don't really know Dragon Ball Z that well. But it sounds like he's pretty unstoppable here.
I'm kind of with you. I mean, I'm putting it in the live chat now, but I think I'm just going to put a 1-minute poll on this because I'm kind of with you. Like, the only thing that I think is going for Bowser Jr. is the fact that he has access to gadgets. And if we
has that R-Wing.
If we
he's
go,
like the best pilot in the team.
It's true. If we go off of his like old school roots, he can turn into a kaiju. I mean, that's the thing, is he can turn into a kaiju, but he is the size of a small dog, so I think that limits him. I don't think there's any way that Bowser Jr. wins this fight against a skilled marksman, greatest pilot in the galaxy, has super speed. The dude teleports everywhere. Poll in live chat.
The power level is in this situation. That doesn't sound good.
It's over 9,000. Like, it is not like there's no way on this planet that I think Bowser Jr. lives through this. There's no way. I have to give this to Josh, and it looks like chat is also going to be giving it to Josh. 3 whole votes for Falco, 0 for Bowser Jr. So, oh my gosh, that is absolutely rough. I didn't even choose location. Didn't matter. Underwater was location for that one. Didn't even matter.
Oh, that would have made it a little closer, to be fair. Falco's not a big water dude, but I think he still would have took him.
Oh yeah, the dude's power level is over 9,000. Doesn't matter. Can't stop him. That is almost a trump card in and of itself. So Cody 2, Josh 3. Let's go into round 6 here. Tom Nook, but he can fly, and he's riding on Mr. Game & Watch.
All right. I got it.
And Josh?
Captain Olimar. And he can't stop crying, and he has a Tanuki suit. All right.
Oh, poor Captain Olimar.
He's cool, but he's tiny. And he's crying. He has a Tanuki suit. So the suit, I guess, is good. Is he going to be his normal size? Because if so, Captain Olimar is kind of screwed no matter what. He's pretty small.
Can we just put him in as like his Smash Bros size?
Okay, that makes it a little more fair.
I'm trying to get him put into the live chat. He is sad. He is sad. Let's find location here.
This one's close.
Oh my god, this is home turf. This is on Distant Planet Pikmin.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh. Okay, so Tom Nook.
Can Tom Nook breathe?
Is that? I mean, technically, isn't Distant Planet Earth, right?
Supposedly, maybe.
Technically,
so maybe he
Earth.
Can breathe. Maybe he can breathe. Captain Olimar's got his helmet anyway, so we're good.
He does.
Okay, maybe that's not a factor.
So here's what I think. So Tom Nook can fly. So beyond navigating Bulborbs and everything else that's terrible on Distant Planet, I'm bringing Mr. Game & Watch to this fight too. Like, I'm riding on Mr. Game & Watch. So it is at least 2 against an army of Pikmin.
If he has his Pikmin, I think the Pikmin still have him.
The Pikmin do kind of change things. I mean, so essentially what this really devolves down to, or really goes into, is this is Tom Nook versus Pikmin at this point, not Tom Nook versus Captain Olimar.
Pretty much.
Oh man,
like 2 raccoons fighting like Game & Watch fights a bunch of Pikmin. So
So what I can do is put Captain Olimar in massive debt. And that's about it.
Very complicated.
And that's about it. Captain Olimar
that is a weird mix.
In debt, which means Captain Olimar will never be able to leave that planet. We'll just give him a camp. We'll give Captain Olimar a campsite. He'll have to live there until he pays me off. I will never let up on that debt. He'll have to kill me and usurp the throne. Like, he'll have to kill me in order to make this happen.
Okay.
And I've got Mr. Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch has the special hammer that does that he can bonk with. He also creates flaming bacon. He has a bucket of water. He has lightning he can create. So Game & Watch can kind of contest with almost every single Pikmin.
You can give him a fight. But there's only one of him.
There is only one of him. But is he bigger? Is he bigger than Captain Olimar? Is he bigger than Captain Olimar?
In Smash Brothers, I think so.
Okay, so he's slightly bigger than Captain Olimar in Smash Bros. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got 100 Pikmin that I've got to face with Tom Nook and Game & Watch, and I don't think Tom Nook's necessarily a combatant. Like, I don't think he's like a soldier by any means. I don't know. Like, this is hard, but the thing is I can fly. And
so can Olimar.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is right. He's got flying Pikmin. I totally freaking forgot about that.
Pikmin and flying Pikmin.
Yeah. Oh man, I think this is over for Nook. As much as I want it to be Tom Nook.
What everybody said, because this is honestly pretty close. It looks like Captain Olimar is a little bit ahead.
Yeah, I think Captain Olimar wins. We're gonna let chat decide this winner, and I agree with it. So far we've got Cody with 2 and Josh with 4. Man, you are pulling ahead. Live chat here. Captain Olimar is always sad. His boss sent him to an uninhabited planet right after he got home, and he's already in massive debt. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's fair. So, Cody 2, Josh 4. We're going to go into round 7 here. Okay, so we've got Marth. And my bottom half is Captain Olimar. But I have a super scope. So this is not the real life Super Scope, but it is the Smash Bros. Super Scope.
Right.
And then we've got, for Josh, I misspelled it when I was creating the cards. I apologize.
Joker from Persona 5, so that's pretty cool. I've already got a gun, so you got that. They can't stop crying, and he also has a Tanuki suit. That is one of the most Japanese things I've ever heard of in my life.
Do you want to roll with that? Because it is a dupe on the abilities, even though there's like 94 abilities. Do you want to roll it again? Do you want to do a reroll?
Oh, and the crying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Reroll this.
Okay, we'll reroll him. Wario.
Ah, now I got Wario.
Oh my god.
Wario, he has no hands, and he's blind. Okay. He has no hands, and he's blind. Pretty sure he knows.
I'm sorry. I'm going to do this poll for 1 minute here. I'm sorry. We shouldn't have rerolled.
I don't think Joker could have won that with no hands.
No, I don't know if anybody could have won that one with no hands. Let me see here. Getting in Wario, getting in Marth here.
Marth has a gun. I mean, he doesn't really have his legs, but he has a gun and probably his sword.
Yep. I mean,
Wario can't see.
Does Marth completely break? Does Marth completely break in half, considering he is Marth on the top and Captain Olimar, tiny little man on the bottom? Can he even support his own weight?
He could just fall over. I mean, he still has a gun. He could be laying on his back and he still has a gun.
I am prone. Wario, I mean, I would argue, hang on, let's get location here. Let's get location at least. This might change things. Corona Mountain, Super Mario Sunshine. So, Corona Mountain, Super Mario Sunshine, we're in a volcano.
Is this going to help? I mean,
I don't know if this helps me at all. I lay down in lava. I've got like no hope here.
Well, Wario could fart.
Wario can fart, levitate, and Marth will die. He will burn alive. He's just man. He is just man. It looks like chat has actually decided this for us, and I can't believe I'm saying this.
That means it's not everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
Wario wins every single vote for
Really
Wario.
win, didn't he?
Yep, Wario ended up winning that. My gosh, I didn't think this was going to happen.
Have faith in him, but
if we hadn't went to Corona Mountain, I would think I would have won that one.
that probably did help.
Oh my gosh. So this is me 2, you 5. Holy cow. I feel like it's rigged.
Well, fan art that can come from all of this. If
There
you really
is.
dig into all of these rounds.
I'm begging any viewers that are watching this, send me your best fan art.
Yeah. Pick your favorite. There's plenty.
All right, we are going into round 8. Round 8. I've got Jigglypuff. Can see 1 second into the future, but has no hands. And you've got
Minecraft Steve, and his top half is Samus, and he has super hearing. He or she. I'm just gonna say he.
Steve,
Okay.
I think Steve has to be a he, right? Well, it is top half Samus, so is it more Steve or more Samus?
The character's Steve, so I'm just gonna say it's Steve.
Oh my gosh. Location. The Mushroom Kingdom. All right. So here's the thing. So I'm Jigglypuff, right? I'm gonna get this.
Like she can't punch really anyway.
No.
She has no hands.
No.
She can roll. You could sing him to sleep.
Yeah. I am a
And then what?
Pokemon. I've got fairy type moves. Technically, I've got access to fairy type moves, right? So it's not just sing, right? Let me get this poll going here for chat. Who wins, Jigglypuff or Steve?
I don't know if Steve's bottom half will do any good because Samus is obviously a good thing.
Yep.
She's got her gun and maybe missiles and whatever else. That's great.
She loses jump the super jump power because she's got Steve's legs. Steve doesn't create anything with his legs.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's a bad thing. The super hearing, is that a bad thing? Because Jigglypuff can sing.
That's actually probably a downfall for Steve. I think I would argue, like if you have super hearing, I don't know that I would argue he can turn that off. Like I think he's stuck with having super hearing, and it's just going to be a problem.
It's hard for me to say this because Samus, could kick anybody's butt just about. But yeah, the Steve legs and the super hearing might actually work against her.
Yep, Jigglypuff with the ability to sing, the ability to have access to fairy type moves, the ability. Oh my gosh, Emperor Gubessa in the live chat, but Steve can only sleep when everyone is in their beds. Well, we are in the Mushroom Kingdom, so I don't know if that rule necessarily applies for this particular debate. If we were in Minecraft, I think it would apply. I think it would apply. But I think having Samus's top half with blaster gun, missiles, scan visor, all the tech in it, having super hearing, I think there's a chance that Samus could turn off with the equipment, could filter out the sound. I think there's a chance of that.
I don't know if Jigglypuff can sing the entire time. She's not. I mean, she could be in trouble.
That's
Samus
true.
is she's thinking dangerous.
Minecraft Steve's not necessarily fast though. Does Jigglypuff get access to Swift? That's the real question. Does Jigglypuff get access to Swift?
Roll.
She can roll. She can roll. She can fly. So she can fly to get away. She'll be able to float up and get away.
I gotta win her or anything. I mean, Samus can just shoot up in the air.
Samus has gun. Samus has gun.
Missile her or whatever else.
I feel like this is rigged. I feel like I have been absolutely ruined in every single one of these rounds. Mushroom Kingdom doesn't give me any benefits. I don't think anyone is going to, they're not going to be any denizens of the Mushroom Kingdom that are going to choose Jigglypuff over Minecraft Steve half Samus. So I've got nothing going for me.
But
what is this? It's terrifying. So I don't see us having any chance of Jigglypuff winning. If it had just been, and I'm kind of with Danielle in the live chat, if it had just been Steve, I think I would have said Jigglypuff, no doubt.
Yeah.
But it's Steve Samus. So I mean, at this point, I think chat is right. I think you're right. I think Minecraft Steve ends up winning this round. Holy crap. So
she can pull some of the stuff she does in Dread, then Jigglypuff's dead.
So what is the sparking? Any sparking move is just going to be a problem in general anyway. Like, I'm going to be screwed. So that is Cody 2, Josh 6. I'm glad we didn't put any kind of like any kind of stance stakes on this. That's what I was trying to think of.
We did, don't you remember?
Wait, what? Okay. I've got a good one here, I think. I've got Min
Is this
Min.
going to bring up another abomination to draw?
No, this one's good. I've got Min Min from ARMS.
Yep.
And has a fire flower. And she is only half as smart, though. And for you, Josh, you got
Sephiroth wearing Samus's power suit, and their sidekick is Gina. Okay.
I don't have any hope of winning
This
this.
isn't fair.
What is going on? Hang on. Location matters, I think. Location matters.
We'll see.
In Bowser's Castle. What is going on? All right, we're doing a 1 minute poll here. We're doing a 1 minute poll. Or do we even need to let chat decide this?
Fire, but she's gonna roast it.
I fully believed I had a good one here.
Anyway.
Who wins?
She might kill herself.
Yep.
I don't know if Sephiroth's gonna have to do anything.
Sephiroth has so much power just in general, all by himself. He doesn't even need
Samus's power suit.
the Samus armor. We've got
Gino's there.
Exactly. Like, we've got a magician and a freaking like future witch that is just coming in. I've already got in the chat Cody 2, Josh 7. We got two votes already for Sephiroth. Like, I don't think there is any way that I win this one. Like, I'm Min. I got spring arms, and that's it. I'm a skilled fighter. I can jump up whenever I've got a good little trampoline. But I'm screwed. I am so screwed, and I agree with Chad.
Right now, so that doesn't help.
I can't even argue. Like, it is over. It is over as could possibly be for this battle. So we're gonna wait for this poll to end, and then we're gonna bump into the next one. I don't even need to wait. Actually, it's definitely gonna be Sephiroth. I'm gonna go ahead and load my next character. I feel so screwed.
It can't get any worse from there, right?
I hope. Oh, okay. So I've got Princess Peach, and she has a superstar, and she throws banana peels.
Okay, why not? All right.
Okay. And for you, Josh?
Tom Nook, Fat Tom Nook, and there's 10 of him. Jeez.
Right. Okay. Let's get location going here too. It's underwater. Okay. Who wins? Getting the poll going for chat. I think there's an argument to be had here.
Is Lily's favorite Smash character for some reason, and it is, and I'm not really sure why.
Sephiroth is so cool. Sephiroth is cool. Just cool in general.
Peach and Tom Nook here.
So
probably Peach. She could just superstar through a bunch of fat raccoons.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, like, I don't think Tom Nook's getting away. Like,
there's 10 of them is the only chance here. If she runs out, let's just say the superstar runs out, and there's still a few fat Tom Nooks. She's probably still. What was the other thing? Okay, she throws banana peels. Yeah.
She throws a lot of other things too, though. I don't think even banana peels matter that much. Like, she throws banana peels. She can pull bombs. She can throw turnips. She's got her parasol. She pulls out a denizen of the Mushroom Kingdom toad himself to use as a shield, as a meat shield. That is also correct. Emperor Goombassa in the live chat. Peach can swim underwater indefinitely. Tom Nook cannot swim at all. We've never seen him swim. So I would argue he can't. And even if he could, he couldn't go underwater indefinitely. There's some realism there in the Animal Crossing world.
I think all 10 fat raccoons are dead.
Yeah, I 1000% think this. We've got several votes for Princess Peach right now, by the way. So, and it is blasting it out of the water. Pun intended with us being underwater. I think overall I finally win a round. If I were to call it,
that was a clear one.
So we've got a lot of peach stands out there in the universe. I think we do need to take the realism of Superstar into effect, but I think we've seen how much damage Mario can do with the Superstar in Super Mario Wonder, especially in that very first stage where he has to dash and there's superstars raining from the sky. She could probably kill 10 of those in no time.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and generate our next one while this is going. That's Cody 3, Josh 7. While this poll is going, Cody 3, Josh 7, and I'll let you know what the results were on the poll as soon as we go into this next one. Okay, so
it's late, but I'm having fun with this one.
What's that?
It's late, but I'm having fun with this one. Let's keep going.
This one's super fun. I've got Lucario, one of the greatest Pokemon of all time, and they have been canceled on the internet.
Okay, that doesn't take much.
But there's 50 of them.
So 50 Lucarios, and he's canceled on the internet.
50 Lucarios who has nothing to lose. Okay? Yeah. He has nothing to lose. And then for you, Josh. Oh!
Diddy Kong. I love Diddy Kong. And he's half as smart, has input. Like, I hate to lose with Diddy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Lucario takes. The 50 Lucarios take that.
Hang on. Location matters. On Mount Hylia again. We're going back to Hylia. I mean, here's the thing. I think Lucario, being as strong as he is, I mean, he's just short of God in Pokemon form. Like, he is absolutely just a powerhouse of a Pokemon. And there's 50 of him. And he has absolutely nothing to lose against an even dumber Diddy Kong, which I'm sorry, I don't think Diddy Kong's necessarily portrayed as smart.
No. He's one of my favorite characters, but yeah, that's not because he's smart.
Yeah, and has
he's slower now with the input lag, apparently. So
yeah, like he's delayed. Anytime he tries to battle and defend himself, it's going to be delayed. Lucario has all the advantage in the world here. I'm not even going to run a poll for this one. Peach ended up winning last round from the chat. If you guys disagree with us, let us know in the live chat here while we're going into this next round. But it's Cody 4, Josh 7. I'm finally starting to get some wins in here.
We got to stop right before you get to 7.
Oh, okay. What we'll do is we will either do, if Josh gets to 10, we're going to call it. That would be, what would that need? 4 more rounds. We'll do 4 more rounds here. Because he would need 3 more. And if I got 3 more right in a row, we'd need to break the tie. So we'll do 4 more rounds here. Let me see here. Okay. So I've got Gruntilda. And she has a jetpack. Oh my gosh, we finally got a guest appearance. And Gruntilda's riding on Josh. All right. And then for you, Josh, you got
Joker.
Yep.
Throwing banana peels, and there's 10 of him.
Yeah. And then location. Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
Seems a little more Joker-y of a place.
Yep. Here's the thing. I think from my perspective, I've got Gruntilda. Gruntilda's got a lot of power. She is a little bit bumbling. But I wish I hadn't misspelled Joker whenever I was doing this originally. So Joker can take Gruntilda's heart and cure her of all the problems that she has in terms of being a jerk. Joker has
more
guns.
Complicated than I was thinking. Yeah.
Joker has a persona that he can use with Arsene. There's 10 of him. And on top of that, he throws banana pills.
Why not? Let's just throw some bananas in the middle of it.
Absolutely. But here's the question.
Slip on the banana peel.
Josh, do you want to admit defeat to Joker from Persona? Is it because as much as I would say Gruntilda would definitely die, I want to argue in favor that Josh would somehow find a way to live.
I might find a way to live, but I'm going to fall on a banana peel either way.
But you have a jetpack. You don't even need to land.
That's true. I'd ditch her. I don't need to save Gruntilda. I've fought her before in games, and she'll be fine. She'll be back.
Oh my gosh. Let's look at chat here.
Still the jetpack.
Oh, it's split here. We've got 1 vote for Gruntilda and 2 votes for Joker right now. Mrs. Nerdwire says she said Gruntilda because of Josh. So my wife's out here rooting for you, hoping you stay alive.
Oh my gosh, it's a split one so far.
Oh, it is 2 votes for Gruntilda. It is 2 votes for Gruntilda. It's 3 votes for Gruntilda.
What is happening? Do I look strong to you?
You are apparently the strongest person in the entire room because, I mean, Joker...
And pistols.
Here's the thing. So, Joker has to be in a castle to have his power, right? Do we agree with that or no? Like, he has to be in the persona, like that alternate realm. He has no power outside of that.
Okay, if we were talking outside of that, she could take on 10 of him.
Yeah, so I think because he's just a boy from Shinjuku. Like, he doesn't... Yeah. Yes, there's 10 boys from Shinjuku, but he's just a boy. She's magic.
Yeah.
So I have to agree with chat here. I think Gruntilda ends up winning this one by far. I think Gruntilda ends up winning
a little bit, but I'm starting to see it. All right. I mean, I'm kind of all right with that because I don't get the win, but I do get the win.
You do. You live to see another day. All right. So that's Cody 5.
This is Gruntilda.
Josh 7. Cody 5. Josh 7. Let's go ahead and go into this next round. Can I mulligan this? I've got Min again. Let's see who else we can get. Let's see who else we can get. Okay. This is an interesting one. I've got Metal Sonic.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay.
But he's made of glass instead of metal, so technically Glass Sonic.
Okay.
And he has a warp star. Which seems like this obviously self-destructs, right?
I think that's a good idea. Let's move on.
Okay. And then for you, Josh, who did you end up getting?
Body, okay, and he can breathe underwater and has a portal gun.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're dead on that one. Sorry.
And then our location is the can't wait to be king level Super Nintendo Lion King.
That's a brutal level too. Yeah, I still think the glass is just gonna absolutely murder Metal Sonic on that one.
I agree.
And if he's on the warp star, he's gonna kill himself. It's just not gonna matter.
It's just self-destruct. I can't use it. I could use it to get away, but that's it.
He's a strong character, but if he's glass, it's just not gonna.
Mega strong.
He's got all that magic, and can turn into that big eyeball-looking body thing.
Yeah, this is just
I don't know how water's gonna help.
Over. This is so
portal
over.
Gun. He could just shoot a bunch of portals and make him fly around like a crazy whatever he is, and then it just wouldn't work.
Yeah. I think this is so over. This is so over. There's no way I win this one. It's over. I agree with you, Josh. I'm sorry, live chat. I'm not even putting the poll up. I think there's no way that Glass Sonic ends up living using his weapon, and I mean it's misery. It's misery.
It wasn't for Glass. Body and Metal Sonic.
Right. So we've got Cody 6. Cody 6 or Cody 5. Sorry, I added the point. Cody 5, Josh 8 now. So I'm gonna roll my characters. Okay, I've got Pokemon Trainer. And I can clone myself, but I'm deaf. Okay? I've got Pokemon Trainer, can clone myself, but he's deaf. What is this?
So I got your character, if that counts.
Yeah.
Metal Sonic, who is a robot, has killer farts and an infinity gauntlet. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. But yeah, I don't think so.
Nope. Pokemon Trainer, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, hold on. Let me see my way out of here. So
do you have 3 Pokemon like he does in Smash? I
would have to imagine I've got Bulbasaur, I've got Wartortle, and I've got Charizard, right? So I've got Bulbasaur, Wartortle, and Charizard. And I can clone myself. So all of my clones also have Bulbasaur, Wartortle, and Charizard, right? Or is it no wait, it's Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. That's what it is.
Yes, right.
Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard. And I can clone myself, and my clone should also get that. So I've got an infinite number of Pokemon that I can throw at Metal Sonic. I can theoretically have an infinite number of myself.
He just keep cloning himself, or just one clone?
It says can clone self. I don't know if what definition do you want? I argue. Here's the thing: you have an Infinity Gauntlet. I have that anyway. So there's almost no
Sonic.
reality where I survive this, right? Like you snap.
Metal Sonic's faster than any of those Pokemon.
He is.
He has killer farts. I don't know if that's gonna make. I mean, he could totally like crop dust them, like as he just zooms by.
They all die. Oh my gosh! Yes.
And he's got the Infinity Gauntlet.
Here's the thing.
Would he survive that?
Did you see our location?
What was the location?
Location is in Walmart on Black Friday.
Ooh.
There's going to be a lot of casualties here if you just start crop dusting.
It's not good. A killer robot with an Infinity Gauntlet and crop dusting everybody all at the same time with absolutely killer farts. Yep. And then there could be a ton of Pokemon just firing nonsense everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm still thinking Metal Sonic.
I kind of agree with you, but I think there's a world here where Pokemon Trainer can live. I'm gonna put up a 1 minute poll in chat to let them decide who wins, Pokemon Trainer or Metal Sonic, based on these conditions. 1 minute poll for you guys is live.
Got a bad loss, and now I think he's back to win this one.
He did get a bad loss, and then it got handed to you, and I feel like I feel like it's been rigged. Like I feel like there's no way in heck that I win this. We've got 2 votes already for Metal Sonic. 3
Just
votes
him versus the Pokemon. I think you'd still have a chance.
Yep, maybe. 3 votes for Metal Sonic. 1 vote for Pokemon Trainer. Let's go, baby. Thank you, live chat. I truly appreciate the vote there. It is hard for me to say that I can compete with Infinity Gauntlet. And if you end up taking this one, if chat ends up giving you this win, you win this round. Oh, we've got 2 votes for Pokemon Trainer. So if you end up winning this round, game is over, and you win 5 to 10. You win 10-5 rather. I end up losing this one. So I want to make my plea. Nope, never mind. 4 votes for Metal Sonic.
Somebody's a traitor.
Somebody's a traitor. Who would that be?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Metal Sonic ends up taking it. Sonic. Oh, this is 9. Mrs. Nerdwire miscounted. Okay, so that was 9 wins for Josh then. So that's 9 for Josh, 5 for me. Okay, we've got another round here then. I miscounted. Thank you, producer, Mrs. Nerdwire. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and roll for next character. We're going to roll for next character then. Oh, man. So since this could possibly be the last one, I'm going to roll 2 more times, and I'm going to do that for both of us. Okay? Oh, she called it early. She didn't miscount. She called it early. So I'm going to roll 2 more times. That was another time. There's my 3rd time. And I'm going to roll you 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm
31.
Sephiroth. And I have the golden gun. And I can see 1 second into the future. But you're Falco Lombardi. And you're wearing a suit of armor, and you have Fox McCloud's weapons for hands.
It's kind of funny. He has his friend's weapons for his own hands.
And we're stuck in a WarioWare minigame. Okay, so
Falco here sounds really cool. He does sound strong. It sounds like it would be an easy win, right? I mean, I already had Falco once.
Normally it would be.
It's Sephiroth that can see a little bit into the future, and he's got a golden gun.
Yeah. Because. I think at the end of the day, like Sephiroth with golden gun is a 1-hit kill. It is a little hard to control. Yeah. If you go back to straight up GoldenEye, it's a little bit hard to control. But I can see 1 second into the future, which means I can predict where you are going to be. I think at the end of the day, like there's no way Sephiroth doesn't win this fight, right?
Yeah.
Super Nintendo Dad in the chat says, "Bring us 007 in the next Smash." I can't disagree with that at all. I think Bond should be in.
Dark is better.
Perfect Dark is good. I would agree with that too. But I don't think this is any contest. Like, Sephiroth wins this.
Yeah.
Armed with everything else that Sephiroth already has in his arsenal, and then give him a golden gun where all he has to do is shoot once and you're dead. Like, Falco dies. Falco doesn't even have a chance to shield from that and reflect it back at Sephiroth. Even with his shield, it's 1 second in the future.
His armor, it might take the blast, but he's still Sephiroth, so yeah.
Emperor Kumbesa says, "Tied, both grounded by 9 volts, Mom." That's hilarious.
That could happen.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay, so we've got Cody with 6, Josh with 9. I'm trying to catch up. We're trying to be dramatic here at this point. I'm gonna roll 3 times again for us. Okay. So I got Tom Nook, but 50 of them, and power level is over 9,000.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll you 3 times.
I need an Infinity Gauntlet again.
Oh my gosh.
Peach, he's afraid of heights and has super hearing. Yeah, I think we know who won that one.
Oh man. And let me roll this 3 times. Okay, and we're in a boxing ring. I'd like to say that this was rigged. It wasn't. This is all randomly generated, but it feels like I am catching up finally. I discovered that it took me being able to roll 3 times. I mean, I would argue here this is no contest. There's 50 Tom Nooks whose power level is over 9,000. Peach, who's afraid of heights, can't even use her parasol jump. Like, she won't. She's afraid.
Yeah.
She's afraid. She has super hearing. I don't know if that benefits her at all.
Not really. Not with 50 of them.
No. I'm not even going to bother running a poll for this one, chat. I think this is no contest. Yeah, I win this one. I absolutely win this one. Let's go ahead and roll for the next one here. I'm going to do it 3 times.
Come on. I got a good one here.
I can't do this one again. I got Greninja riding on a Segway and power level is over 9,000. I can't do that one again. That one's almost trump card. So I'm going to roll one more time here. Okay. I got King K. Rool.
Cool character.
And he has the Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
And he's 50 stories tall. So straight up Godzilla with the Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
I'm going to roll yours 3 times here.
Good. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm back at Metal Sonic.
Yeah. Let me see location here. Liberty City, Grand Theft Auto.
So I'm probably going to lose this unless we re-roll.
Do you want to roll again because you got Metal Sonic again? Do you want to roll it?
I mean,
you want to take a chance? The last time we re-rolled it because of duplicates, you ended up losing.
Well, King Hippo's going to totally ruin this.
That is
Otherwise,
true.
Metal Sonic has a daggone chance.
That is true. Let's go ahead and re-roll one more time here for you. Oh, you got Vati again.
Got Vati again.
But
I re-rolled. Give me a new character. I won't do a new one.
Your hands are accidentally glued to your hips. All right, rolling again. Oh, that's a new one.
Oh, gosh.
That's a new one.
All right, we have to stick with it. It's a new one. It's Inkling and has a jetpack and has a Pokeball. Pick a starter. Okay, so like starter from any...
Yeah, any starter.
Pokemon?
Any starter.
Gosh. Heck, I don't know. Let's go with... I know what one of my favorites is, but I don't know if he's the strongest. Oh, wait, let's see. What would K. Rool be? A water type? He wouldn't really be a water type, would he?
I mean, he's a crocodile. I would have to argue water type. He's a pirate. He spends a lot of time on the ocean. You know?
All right, I'm going to go with Rowlet just because I like Rowlet.
Okay, so we're doing Rowlet. Okay. Rowlet does have access to some magical attacks, right? Okay. So that's good news for you. Here's the thing. You're Inkling. You've got ink guns. So I don't know that they necessarily do real damage, but those blaster missiles.
And the ink can do damage too, actually.
That is
Smash.
true.
You cover them up and it adds a little extra.
And you have a jetpack, so you can even aim for the head. You can even aim for the head. But I've got King K. Rool, who's 50 stories tall. Poll is live in the chat for you guys, by the way, viewing live.
Really big fat crocodile.
And I can reset time with the Ocarina of Time.
Essentially.
So
if he knows how to use that thing.
If I'm afraid, although do we think that the Ocarina of Time grew with him? Because if I'm 50 stories tall, I'm gonna have a real hard time pressing any of those holes.
If it grew with him, he knows how to use it. I think he wins. If it doesn't, I don't think it's gonna make any difference.
Yeah, I think this goes to King K. Rool in a lot of ways, though, man. Like, I'm real big, and yeah, Inkling has familiarity with going up against King Salmonoids, kaiju monsters, but I mean, I'm real big,
really big fat crocodile
with a blunderbuss. Like, I've got a gun the size of the city at that point. Like, he just explodes, right?
That is true.
You've got your Pokemon. I mean, if it had been me and I'd been on the other side of that, I think I would have chosen Pikachu. I think I would have chosen Pikachu because Pikachu.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Pikachu brought Ash Ketchum back to life in the movie with just the power of tears. Like, that's who I probably would have chosen.
Well, I'd like to see the other side of this, but I'm almost leaning towards I think King K. Rool would do it just because it would take so much to take him down.
Yeah. I will say live chat says Inkling. Inkling, but I mean I have a very hard time thinking that King K. Rool doesn't live. And at the end of the day,
how would Inkling?
We're in Liberty City. In Grand Theft Auto. So I think if anything, you die by gunfire from random people out on the street. Like, it's not. It is even that is also a problem.
You could also be getting, but not you. Giant King K. Rool could also be getting shot to death.
That's true. That is true. They could call in the army, ended up exploding me. I think I'm with you.
This is basically a real life city now.
Okay. I've got no hope, is what we're saying here, right? I've got no hope.
Basically, the Ocarina would be the one thing that could mess with things.
Ocarina of Time dies. Ocarina of Time, I don't think it grew with him. I don't even think that's fair.
It doesn't grow with him. He pretty much eats it, and that's not going to matter.
Yep. Okay. So I think here's the thing. I think you win. Chat has called it. Cody 7, Josh 10. Josh wins in all caps. And of note, Inkling is too hood to die in Liberty City.
Sure, of course, everybody knows that.
Absolutely.
I need a T-shirt that says that.
Yes, Inkling too hood to die in Liberty City. Oh man, that's too good. Well, Josh, thank you for our first inaugural Superfight. I think this was a very fun game. I'm glad I put it together.
Oh, yeah.
It was something fun. I will, if you guys are over in my Discord, which I'm going to put a link for you guys to go and join there. If you're in my Nerdwire Discord, I will put this code up for you guys and the link to where you can do this at home and be able to try it out yourself. Congratulations, Josh. We'll have to do this again sometime and decide who actually wins again. And maybe have some different conditions. I saw a lot of duplicates for some reason. We have there are 56 locations and 60 items and abilities that I added into this, along with the entire Smash roster and then some. So we saw a lot of duplicates that I wasn't expecting, but there's a lot of other things on there that chat didn't get to see in these 17 rounds that we just completed. So that being said, thank you for being my competitor. I'm gonna go back over to our regular show screen now.
There's all kinds of horrible fan art that can come from this too. I'm really wanting to see some of this.
I cannot wait to see Wario's bottom half attached to Marth. I think that'd be hilarious. It's so funny. Or no, wait, it was Marth and Olimar. Olimar legs.
Marth and Olimar.
Marth's body.
Oh man, I can't even remember them all. There was Armless and blind Wario. Tons of fun stuff.
It's so funny. This is fun. Chat, did you guys enjoy it, by the way, for live chat out there? I hope you guys did. I hope it was a cool little debate. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. We've been live a really, really, really long time, by the way. But I had a ton of fun doing that. So
I did too.
I will. What I am gonna do? We can kind of run through Nintendo news real quick if you want to. So there were two things here that I think was really newsworthy. I'm trying to find my mouse. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. There were two things that were really newsworthy here this past week. Let me jump over to screen cap, share with you guys. Masahiro Sakurai on his future. He's still creating games for the time being. He uploaded a video on his YouTube channel because he's now a very popular YouTuber. And that being said, he says as for him, he's still creating games for the time being, but he's also making the YouTube channel. And I think last December, we all assumed that Sakurai was kind of done, or at least semi-retired, and it's nice to hear that he's still going to be involved. I think there was a recent statement that he also said that that Smash, he has a hard time seeing that game continue without his involvement in any way. So I don't know. How do you feel about that, Josh? Like, is that exciting for you as a Smash fan? I know it's exciting for me, but I think his involvement is important.
One thing, for one, I mean, he basically came up with the premise and everything for the game. He's been there since the beginning, so we have no idea what Smash would look like without his involvement. There are a lot of things I would kind of like to see change with that, and I think he has a really tight hold on some things, like the whole cutscenes thing. Like, you won't go back to Subspace Emissary because people leak the cutscenes online early, so he doesn't feel like we deserve that anymore. Like, we can't have nice things. And some of the character choices I feel like is a little bit of his favorites, not necessarily the fans as much, but it is what it is with that.
I mean, I would argue with that with the King of Fighters people that got added to Smash. I was like, what? Like, I don't even think that's a series that's like all that important in America. And I'm glad like Japan got them. Like, and I know it's really important in Japan and it's like culturally relevant there, but like, I'm with you. Like, half the roster is Fire Emblem Sword anime boys.
Yeah, and I know Rayman and Crash and them are like third parties, but I mean, surely we could have worked out something. Regardless, no, I mean, I know he knows what he's doing. He knows how to make a good game. He knows how to there's not really a bad Smash Brothers game. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, he hasn't got to work on a whole lot because he usually stays tied up with that. It's like Kid Icarus Uprising. I wish he would do another game like that, or that game again, or a sequel to it, because that was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's still in the business, so to speak. I do sort of wish maybe he would take a step back on the Smash Brothers side of things. Yeah, because I want to see what else he can do. Because I think he's really capable of it from working on Kirby in the past, and then of course Kid Icarus. I'd like to see him back off of that, I think. But
I'm with you.
I also kind of get Smash Brothers as sort of his baby, and he's just worked on it this long at this point. I can see both sides of that. So I'd prefer him to be around than to not.
I'm with you. I think the industry is better because of his involvement, and especially that franchise. But I'm with you. Is like, I would like to see what else he can do outside of a fighting game anymore. So I've got to admit, like, I think them moving on and having a different director, producer, whatever it may be, would be good. I would love to see him kind of go back to Kid Icarus, and bring that. Oh, yeah. Bring that forward to the Switch or whatever the successor will be this upcoming year. I'm calling it. It's coming this year. It has to be. But that being said, I would love to see him do something with that again. I think it'd be really, really cool. Also of note, if you got a 3DS or a Wii U for Christmas, which in the year of our Lord and Savior 2023, like I can't. Why are you getting this first off? Sorry. But also, the big news is those owners cannot go online. So new 3DS and Wii U owners will lose online play sooner than expected, as recent updates have reportedly shut down online access for these consoles. It was originally, the official shutdown was supposed to be in April, but based on these notes, people were not able to get their accounts and everything going on this, which is a problem in a lot of ways for 3DS, especially because without actually having an account added onto there, I don't know that you have access to anything on that system. It's been a while since I've set up a 3DS. I could be wrong to where you can just create a user and be able to do things, but I can't quite remember what's required on that console for startup. Wii U, I think you're a little bit safer on, though, to be able to have access to that console and be able to actually utilize it. But 3DS, I don't know, that kind of worries me.
I think you can still do it just because it doesn't require online, but obviously with the shops and stuff shut down, you're not going to be able to get to much anyhow. Yeah, one thing I don't like about that, I guess, to talk about that for a moment, is I don't know if I would have or not, but I would have liked to have had the option to maybe go back to Splatoon 1 or something, like the week I knew it was going to go off, and just go enjoy a couple of the last few matches with that. I could see people live streaming, having little events, up until midnight of whatever day it's supposed to shut down. I don't know why exactly they would just start randomly do it without telling anybody. Hopefully it was just a fluke, maybe it's coming back for the last little hurrah, but I really hope they didn't just suddenly decide, we'll just kill it and not tell anybody.
Right.
We'll figure it out the hard way.
The one thing you bring up Splatoon, like that is something that I would like for them to port to Switch in general. And Splatoon 1's story mode, at least. I don't need the online. They can add those maps that were in Splatoon 1 into Splatoon 3's online multiplayer. That it's very clear. I mean, they've brought quite a few of them back already, but I would love to have access to that story mode. Because 2 and 3 story mode is on there, and these are connected storylines. I mean, it's important. And if that console did not sell that well, obviously, and there's just not enough people that I think that have played through that storyline that it could benefit from being on Switch. 2 games. One new game that got announced this past week, South Park Snow Day, and it looks a little interesting. It is a 4-player PvE style game is what it looks like. It looks a lot like Diablo meets your typical shooters, because you are having a snowball fight. Trailer looks neat. It looks cool for those of you guys that are still fans of South Park, which I don't know that I know that many people that still find its relevance, and maybe I could be wrong. But I don't think it's as relevant as it was in the 90s, early 2000s. Game looks interesting. You take 4 players. The 3 of them play as 3 of the main characters from the series, and you can create your own character, and you play as your own character while you're playing this game. So, interesting game. Due out in March of 2024, and then the other game that was announced that is supposed to come out this week is Chico and the Magical Orchards DX. It's like a Game Boy Color inspired game. I really like its look. It was released on Steam. At first I thought this was one that was released on Game Boy. It was released on Steam. They're doing a DX version with all the DLC included from the Steam version in this. That way you can actually check it out and play it. It looks kind of like Oracle of Seasons mixed with...
I've noticed that too, with the tree and things, especially.
Yeah, like mixed with Undertale puzzles is what I would say. I really, really like what they got going on here. Boss fights look really, really cool. Artwork looks really, really cool. Go check that out. I'm excited for it. But Josh, do you want to wrap up this baby?
Yeah. Sure. I was getting ready to talk more about that when I was kind of watching the trailer. Sorry. I don't think I'd seen it.
You do it. You talk.
No, it's fine.
You talk. I'm sorry.
It's late enough. I'm falling asleep. No. I will go ahead and shut this thing down. I think we have jabbed long enough. But, so that'll wrap everything up for tonight. Cody, where can they find you?
So they can find me over on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on this Twitch channel at Nerdwire Plays. Pretty much live just about every night, although I did take the holidays off, and there's going to be a couple more days coming up that I'm going to be off just because of the holidays still continuing and the festivities that we've got going on with New Year's Eve coming up. But what about you, Josh?
Yeah, so I am, of course, at Whopper744 Games on Twitter, or whatever you want to call it. I'm also on, the other one that you told me to get on that I completely forgot the name of.
Threads, baby.
Threads, that's it. At Whopper744. Basically anywhere is Whopper744. And of course you can also find me here and in our Facebook group. I don't know if we plug that one quite enough, but on Facebook, I told you it's really late. I can't even talk straight at this point. Now you can catch all of our episodes in audio form in Apple Podcast eventually. The videos are usually up the next day on YouTube at the Nintendo Rewind. Right now, you can go ahead and subscribe to that one. Like I mentioned before, join our Facebook group. It is facebook.com/groups/Nintendo Rewind. And of course, visit our social media page for the show at Nintendo Rewind. Just to add a little note to that, of course, if you haven't already, go subscribe to the actual page for this on Twitch. And of course, that would also get you in for that chance to win that Banjo-Kazooie amiibo. We're closing in on that 50. What were we at? 34 still, I believe?
34.
So, yeah, we are getting very close on that one. Thank you all for watching again. Remember, you can catch us here every week at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv. For now, at /NerdWirePlays.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys later. Stick around if you are in the live episode and you want to chat, ask some questions. We're going to stick around for about 5 more minutes, but thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Yeah. See ya.